Fresh off winning the Audience Choice Award at the recent Calgary International Film Festival, Bif Naked, a documentary, is coming to the Royal Theatre November 12th. There's going to be a Q&A, acoustic set as well, so you'll have many chances to ask the great Bif Naked about her life, rock and roll, career, her heart of gold, which is so true, and which is featured very, very much in this documentary. And I'm so excited. Bif Naked joins me in the studio.
Hello, my dear.
It's so wonderful to see you.
It's nice to see you.
I know it's been a long time.
It has.
It's been a minute. And of course, you never stop. There's always something on the go.
Always something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Well, it's good to be busy. I'm curious to, of course, this congratulations on the documentary.
Thank you so much.
How did it feel when you first, I mean, I'm sure you were involved in the process throughout, but when you watched the final doc in its entirety, how did that feel?
I cried.
Yeah, I cried watching it, for sure.
Yeah, I did. You know, it was great. It was amazing. I can't say enough good things about Peter, my manager of 32 years, almost 33 years, and Pollyanna Hardwick-Brown, our director. It feels like she's my guardian angel in many ways. It's impossible not to feel humbled. And I don't know. It's like I used to keep saying that it was like watching my eulogy on the screen. I'm lucky that I had already kind of written a memoir, and I'm accustomed to people reading something that was about my childhood and about some of the misadventure, and of course about my job, my career. So I was used to having to answer questions about my life, but to be able to sit through a documentary and see it through the eyes of other people was otherworldly. But it's an amazing feeling.
Was there ever a point in your life where you were not an open book, where you kind of wanted to? I know that you're very confessional in your songwriting, but did you ever kind of have walls up about certain things to share?
No. No, I'm a big mouth, and I think that it's partly because I'm a class clown, but also my humor is very self-deprecating. Yeah, I don't think that there's ever been anything that I've hidden from the world, but in this documentary, it's definitely very revealing. There's a lot of stuff that was never in my book. The book is very polite in a way compared to the documentary, and some of the footage that they have, the archival footage, I don't know where they got it or unearthed it. I mean, I am not from the digital age. When we started doing punk rock shows and the early shows, there was no internet. So, yeah, which is a good thing in many ways, but at the same time, it was incredible how they so thoughtfully and meticulously got some of the footage.
Now, are you a sentimental person? Do you have your own personal archive that you handed on over to the production team?
Yes, in many ways, like the fact that they have, for example, some of the India stuff, and the interview with my birth mom was very, for me anyway, it was very special, very moving.
Do you think that at some point in an artist's career, in order to move forward, you have to look back?
I think for a lot of artists, I think there's no way you cannot reconcile the past. But at the same time, as a songwriter, I always dig through the past and I carry it with me. I can't shake it in many ways. And I love it. I love singing songs from yesteryear. I will always sing Spaceman every concert, for example, and songs like Lucky, they are just timeless. So it's just, it was a labor of love for the crew and for Scorgie, and to have Super Channel come in and have so much faith in this film and have faith in my story. It's been an incredible journey.
With all the people interviewed as we kind of watch your life and career take shape, there are some threads that continue with all the interviews that you are always just like a heart of gold, that you put others first, that you kind of move forward as a true force of nature. And it made me think about when you hear about the harder times in life that are brought up in the documentary, what helped you get through them, or perhaps even the idea of forgiveness. You seem to be someone who can go through, the depths of pain and post these vulnerable moments for all to see, but still keep a sunshiny, positive attitude.
I don't know. I think that we all have that in us anyway. I don't know. I blame my parents completely for that. I think that all of us have that capacity. My propensity is always going to be positive to a fault. I don't think it'll ever change because, I mean, look at the world today. Lousy things keep happening in and around our lives for all of us. And it's really a choice. We can either bemoan our circumstances or try and rise above. And the choice for me is always going to be to try and just, find the silver lining in everything.
So you can feel that so very much in the documentary.
Cool.
What's keeping you, or what what makes you motivated, or what keeps you creative? Has that changed over time?
Well, I think that it's sometimes hard for people to write happy songs. It's easy to write songs from a place of reflection when we are bummed out or when we are, I guess, emotional or feeling nostalgic or sentimental, or when we are, I guess, longing or yearning or, but I think it's a good challenge as a songwriter to find something that we are cherishing, or love songs are always going to be the theme for me, whether it is something that I'm writing from loss or a place of hope. And people will always relate to it no matter what it is. And so I don't think that'll ever change.
In the various chapters of your life, it was amazing to know, born in New Delhi, raised kind of a little bit in Kentucky, and then a few spots in Manitoba, Winnipeg being pivotal. You're a trek to Ontario, the turning around Vancouver scene. Where do you call home now?
Well, I've lived in Toronto for, I think about 6 years. And I have such great friends here. I've made a home here, and I love it so much. I don't know. I have roots here now. I miss Vancouver. I have wonderful friends there. But a lot of my Vancouver friends have moved here. So I don't know. I kind of still feel like a woman of the world.
No, of course.
Yeah.
And I thought you were still in Toronto, but I'm just a bit nosy. But it's funny, the different chapters of your life, it's almost like you were built for touring from a very young age.
Yeah, and I love it, and I still love traveling.
Incredible. Well, we really appreciate you taking the time, and I wanted to just ask one more thing is when you look back, it seems interesting to kind of look back on your life in a documentary, but what are you most proud of thus far?
Honestly, I feel like I'm at my halfway point in many ways. I feel like I'm kind of in the middle of my story. And it's just kind of a bookmark. I feel like all of my biggest years are still ahead of me. And I'm excited for the future. It makes me very hopeful. And I'm very excited about what's to come.
I love that. Well, we're, I'm sure we'll sit down, 25 years from now, talk about the next documentary.
Yeah.
Keep going.
That's right.
Excellent. Well, thanks again so much. And we look forward to seeing you at the Royal for the documentary screening.
Thank you. I can't wait.
Thanks so much.